Hi guys and welcome back to Yashi. As you may know, I'm based in Virginia, and in today's video we're going to talk about the Virginia real estate market, how it compares against the rest of the United States, and why I believe that Virginia, especially against all the other markets in the United States, is one of the strongest out there. So let's get to it. The housing market in Northern Virginia is one of the strongest out there because it experienced one of the largest influx of people. According to data from the United States Census Bureau, population between 2010 and 2020 increased by more than 10%. The population growth in this area is mostly driven by this number of factors here, namely work, excellent education in the schools out here, good quality of life, and general growth in the economy in the area. Now let's start with the job side. The growth in jobs in Northern Virginia is mostly caused by the large quantity of government-related companies that there are in this area here, as we are very close to Washington, D.C. The federal government, of course, is the largest employer in the area, followed then by with many agencies, departments, and contractors right here, as Washington, D.C. is too small to contain all of them. In addition to this, Northern Virginia is home to a few military bases and other government-related facilities, especially, for example, data centers in the area where I reside, which is Loudoun County. According to the Virginia Employment Commission, the unemployment rate in Northern Virginia is lower than pretty much all the national average out there, which is a strong indicator for a strong job market. Now, unlike private companies, the federal government is less likely to fail, and on top of all of this, the federal government is also investing a lot of money into Northern Virginia facilities, with federal spending totaling billions of dollars. This ensures that there is some sort of stability both from a job perspective and an economy perspective, influencing also the housing market and making it more stable compared to many other markets. Think about Detroit, that used to be the automotive power and then declined completely as automotive started going more global. In this case, Northern Virginia, being connected to the government, is less likely to be affected by stuff as it happened with Detroit. Another factor that is contributing to a very strong housing market in Northern Virginia is the very slow pace in new construction compared to the influx of people that we're seeing. Zoning restrictions in the region make it difficult to build new homes compared to the new demand that is arriving, keeping prices very up as the demand is always higher than the supply. According to data from the National Association of Realtors, new building permits in Northern Virginia have been always lower compared to the rest of America in terms of national averages, which helps maintaining a balanced housing market. The proximity of Northern Virginia to the federal government also incentivizes companies to put there their headquarters, as of course with lobbying, talking to companies, vicinity, rules and regulations, being close helps a lot with business. So on top of the federal government effect, this boosts the effect even more, bringing more jobs, more stability, and generally speaking also a higher average wage in the entire area. According to data from the Greater Washington Partnership, the amount of businesses that have been moving towards Northern Virginia in the past decade has increased in recent years, which is a strong indicator for attractiveness in the region. In addition to all these factors, we still have to mention that the slowdown in real estate has also affected Northern Virginia a little bit. But despite the slowdown, housing supply in Northern Virginia remained extremely low. Now we know that on average, housing supply is still low overall, but in Northern Virginia, this effect is even stronger. This caused housing prices to remain either pretty stable or in some cases still increase a little bit. According to data from Zillow, realtor.com, and other data companies, the median sale price of a home in Northern Virginia increased by 20%. That is double the national average. And this is mostly due to the very low housing supply in the region, which has never been offset by the sky-high demand. The demand has dropped a little, but it still did not offset the low supply. Overall, the combination of a high influx of people, very stable job market, influx of new companies, a low housing supply is keeping the Northern Virginia real estate market extremely stable, or even making it increase even more. If you believe by watching general media that there is a housing crisis happening in Northern Virginia, I'm not saying to think again, I'm suggesting simply to do your research, look at Zillow every day, see the amount of homes that are for sale, and think twice about waiting for a potential crisis. Because based on this, it seems very unlikely that a crisis would hit this market here. On top of that, if you look at the general economy, interest rates are not the highest they were 2 months ago, which was above 7%. We're now under 7%. So the status quo seems to be stabilizing a little bit. And as soon as buyers will start realizing this could be the new status quo, I believe we will see another big influx of home buyers trying to get rid of rents, which in Northern Virginia have been increasing a lot. So in all all this, I believe the housing market here is very strong, especially compared to the national level. I still suggest to do your research, and I'm not a financial advisor. I'm simply a realtor giving out some information here and building my own opinion based on that. Thank you for watching, guys. Let me know what you think. Ciao!